A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of the Steel City of Sheffield, UK.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is...
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? And there's the bell to start the round. You'd like to see more jabs. That hook doesn't score. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. So much firepower here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That left hand misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Hey, those punches add up. Good counter punch. And he caught him there with a left hook. Which one of these? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Just missed with that hook. Nice counter shot. Nope, that hook won't. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice punch. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes.
His legs have gone. He's got to get the hands up. It's survival instincts, Dad. Get him up.
He had his moment, but has it gone by? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven. Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter. Fantastic punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is... And there's there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them. Toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano. They're letting the shots go.
Just missed with that hook. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Nice stop, but that won't score.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Kell Brook may need to take a knee here.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch? The referee's down him, watching him close. Come on, make it, you can do it.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That hook won't score. Swing and a miss with that hook. How about that time counter shot? As we enter the stumbling around in potholes.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him. One, two, three, four.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing him. But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Just missed with that. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be... And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That punch scores. No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You have a fight that's got great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That big hook doesn't land. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That big hook doesn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, they ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
Nice counter shot. Digging into the ribcage now. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. It's all offense all the time.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
Defense failed them.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. Suck it up.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again.
very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do it.
So much for defensive abilities.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered.
You knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided throw. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And that hook misses. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
A very competitive round here so far. And it appears he weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? That hook was off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment, and there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counterpunch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nope, that hook won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. That hook doesn't score. These two were made for each other. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.